Welcome back to White Guy Talks About Black Art That He Won't Ever Be Able to Understand. Today I want to talk about and review my favorite album from this year. They Left Me With a Sword and They Left Me With a Gun. These two EPs released just 1 week apart and follow the same concept throughout, narrated by supposedly Mac DeMarco, where the jury's still out on that. I actually don't know who it is. I remember an interview where they alluded to this but didn't actually confirm it. But him being involved in the rollout for Midair and showing love to Paris, Texas makes it very believable. Before we get into the music, I just want to talk about the 2 videos that accompanied these EPs that in other reviews hasn't been brought up for some reason. They provide much needed context for the skits placed throughout the album. The 2 videos match the skits and concept perfectly, and if you couldn't visualize it while listening, it just perfectly does it for you, which is a pretty common theme throughout their music videos for all their singles. Louis seems to be the main man behind all the ideas and creative direction of the videos.
So like every single music video that you guys have released has really good attention to detail and just like cinematic qualities. Mm-hmm. What role do you guys play in bringing your videos to life?
I write all of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and then I'll come to them and then we'll write it together. Mm-hmm. So like certain things but I have too many ideas. Mm-hmm. So like I just sit down and be like, all right, I want to do this. And I bring it to whoever we're working with.
The most accurate example of this to me is the Bullet Man music video. It's like Louis climbed into my mind and just like swiped through a little bit and picked the perfect video for that song. That song just encapsulates running, and they just did it so well. They did it so creatively. And same thing with Panic, great video as well. But back to the videos that coincide with the EPs. The first one, They Left Me With a Sword, which I mistakenly watched second, is honestly one of the most unique videos and concepts I have ever seen. The video takes us through each song on the EP very quickly while being narrated by the mystery man. The They Left Me With a Gun video is my favorite of the 2, and it continues right off of the previous video. Felix and Louis get revived, and the narrator takes a new form as the gun. The song Twin Geeker starts playing.
Now, what do you say we collect our riches and fetch those beautiful babes?
Which has quickly become one of my favorites from the album. It's so catchy, and the video perfectly encapsulates what the song feels like. After the boys have their fun, they ditch the gun. Felix and Louis finally get to be with the twins they were creeping on. The gun kills them. They fight the gun. They win. The gun kills himself with the sword. The end. Please go watch the video. Please go watch the video. I think we, as a community, need to appreciate more. People are always on to the next and forget to appreciate what's right in front of them. I mean, look, I'm making this video in May. The album came out in February. But for my first video back, I wanted to show my love and appreciation for the art that Paris, Texas is releasing, consistently for the past few years. And I want to spread the word and get people hip to these guys if they aren't already. I know there's a lot of new fans since the Chromacopia tour, and I really want them to deep dive on these guys, and I want them to support these guys and what they create so they can keep being creative. I mean, what we can do as fans is just, support in any way we can, by watching, by buying their shit, whatever, going to see them. We see a lot of good artists with fan bases that suck, and we see a very toxic relationship start to prosper between the artist and the fan. And with the other Paris, Texas fans that I've interacted with on Twitter and Instagram, it's been an overall positive experience, and I want to keep it that way. I go back and forth on gatekeeping, but that's a video for another day. For me, both EPs have no misses. The first EP, I find myself returning to Red Eyes and Blue Hearts and El Camino the most. Paris, Texas has totally improved on all fronts on every project they've put out. The rapping, the singing, the production, the structure, the lyrical focus, and so much more. I mean, they really nailed it. This record, I feel like this is their most conceptual, and it just feels so intentional. It feels like they put it together more intentionally than Midair. And in an interview that I've seen, Midair came about as just songs they had already, and they were like, we have an album here, let's just make it. But with these EPs, I feel like it's more intentional. I don't know. I'd love to ask them that. I really love how much they improved on this record, and I loved Midair, unlike other people.
If you could pick any way to murder in cold blood, I'm not gonna ask you that. What I'm gonna say is, if I had my choice, I would get a boat. I would dock the boat east side of Long Beach, off Ocean by the Roof Chris. Drag him on the boat by his feet. He's kind of buff. drag him on the boat by his feet, put him on the back of the boat, take his after you take his you leave him on Catalina Island, you cut him open and you leave him with the goats. That would be my preference. Just wanted to get that out there.
El Camino and Red Eyes and Blue Hearts specifically for me really showcase their range and just overall development as artists. I love on Red Eyes and Blue Hearts when Felix quickly explains the lyric after he says it.
If I'm being honest, keeping it 100, girl, you came about the blue, 'cause hundreds is bliss.
And me singling out these two songs doesn't mean the rest are forgotten. Dogma 25 and Holy Spinal Fluid have been fueling my weak ass lifts, and Felix's flow on Infinite is ridiculous. The second half of the album, or second EP rather, might be my favorite, which according to a poll that they put out on Instagram was the less favored one, which I can see, but man, Superstar is a great ironic take on what it is and what it means to be a superstar. Louis' verse depicts his perspective as a superstar and how nobody is really famous when everyone is famous. Felix's verse tells the story of him living a superstar lifestyle, but the guilt he feels for getting with girls at the shows, and his guilt leads him to giving money to a homeless man, and the homeless man then kills him. It's just like a great song start to finish and just a fun concept. I love their lyrical focus on these two EPs and how they stick to a concept, which I felt like not every song needs, but I felt like was missing more often than I wanted on Midair. I mean, Ain't No High, We Fall, I mean, like some of their best songs ever, but you know, I feel like there's just more consistency on these EPs, and I really want to know why they didn't just combine them and make it an album. Maybe because the two videos, but they could have done like A side and B side, like Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. But Twin Geeker that I mentioned earlier really grew on me. Felix's verse really makes that song for me. It's amazing. And Stripper Songs has to be my favorite hook on both EPs. I think not enough is said about Louis' hook making ability. It totally shines through on both of these EPs. Speaking of great hooks, Mudbone is a total standout. It's just amazing. I love the drums. I love the drum. Halo for me is honestly the only song I don't return to that often on both of these EPs. Literally the only one. And not because I don't like it, just because it's just a little repetitive for me. I mean, hey, I'm allowed to say something negative. I've been glazing for 7 minutes. And lastly, the last song I want to talk about, No Strings. This is the easiest song. This is like the song I would show someone who hasn't heard of them yet, who like some of the softer stuff. Like I would play this for like my mom. And yeah, it's accessible, but it's honestly one of their best songs, like yet. Like it's really good. The lyrics are really on point. Louis details his current love life, his mom wanting him to settle down, have a kid. Felix's singing is heaven sent. And I love his verse with the string section in the back or whatever that was, man. Oh my God, that's just a beautiful way to outro that song. I love it so much. Now for my favorite part of the video, my favorite lyrics from these EPs. Juandísimo, I'm ripping off the top. I just want to let that one sit. Just let it sit for a second. I'm doing good once I know the fucking melon hate it. The irony, the melon eating off the melanated. I saw people on Twitter talking about that, and that like made me happy. Had like 10K likes or something. It just made me happy to see. Not that I hate Anthony Fantano, but you know, I understand artist frustration with him.
You take his you leave him on Catalina Island, you cut him open and you leave him with the goats.
For sure. I mean, my goal with this channel is to be like more positive and like more uplifting and more just putting people onto artists that I like. Not saying I won't ever be negative on this channel, but yeah. Hit a different type of lick. I'm like John Mayer. I mean, pushing 40 in the friend zone. John Mayer, come on.
Hi, I'm John Mayer here in the studio with Kanye West. You know, people wanted to know what happens when one of the sexiest, flyest in the whole game and Kanye West get together to hang out in the studio, find out how does a hit happen.
I just money spread. I hit a seance on the spot. It's just a funny visual. I really like that. And that's all I have to say. Go listen to it. I give this album go listen to it for yourself and come up with your own opinion out of 10.
And people say, well, this is such a juxtaposition to have John and Kanye here, you know. And people think that I'm just like, I wear myself a Casio watch and I drive a Ford Focus or something like that. This is a platinum IWC Big Pilot. You know how much that thing is? $40,000. How much was that one, Jesus?
15.
And this was 40?
That means he's way more stuntastic.
Oh yeah. Go back and listen to Daughters, bitches.
Yes, we